Hello, Team Rockstar Fit. It's Teresa again. I'm super pumped to come to you today and talk about my favorite subject in coaching, which is conversations on social media and social media in general. This is something that I have loved right out of the gates with coaching. I love that I get to be creative. I love that I get to be my own business owner and I get to lead the image that I want on social media that I want to directly reflect my brand. So one of the things I want to talk to you today is about turning social media into conversations. Meaning, how do you go from posting to having that person join you? So I thought today I would just kind of walk you through my mind when I'm sharing on social media, how I'm connecting on social media, things I like to keep in mind when I am creating content for social media and things like that. So our main goal here is to create and foster relationships with people first and foremost. Everybody, when they sign up to be a coach, says how much they don't want to be a salesperson. But I know that we can all right now think of a message that we've gotten from somebody else in our Facebook community that's joined a network marketing team or has their own business that has sent us a message that made us feel icky. That's what I'm going to teach you not to do today. So take some notes, take some screenshots. Feel free to pause this and rewind and watch it. I'm just going to move this out of the way. I'm not sure if you can see it, but hopefully not. Okay, so first things first. Let's see how I get. Okay, so I'm going to show you step by step. This is exactly what I do every single day on social media. Wash, rinse, repeat. The biggest thing that will hold you back in this business is paralyzing yourself from starting. So don't let fears or I don't know, the thought that you're not good at content or you're not good at graphics. You guys, that all doesn't matter. What matters is how you make people feel. What matters is the way that you show up. What matters is that they can trust you and you're somebody that they want to work with. They don't care how pretty your graphics may or may not be. There are plenty of successful coaches within this network that are not great at social media. So keep that in mind. Okay, so if your first thought is, well, I've been a coach for a while and people just don't like my posts, or maybe you're a veteran coach retaking this and you're like, I'm 2 years into the business and I have no traction and people are not really engaging with me on my social media. I took this photo today. This is my post and I'm like, should I put this on here? I'm in a sports bra. I hope I don't offend anybody, but you guys, this is me. This is my social media. It's out there for the world to see. And I just wanted to share with you what is working for me right now on May 1st, 2018. What I want you to ask yourself when people don't like your posts: A, are you being consistent? B, are you providing value? C, are you being positive? D, is it too much at one time? E, what posts do the best for you? And pay attention to that. F, what are your 6 hats? And do you talk about all of them? So my example that I chose to take today was a photo of me at the gym it got good traction, 103 likes, 105 likes, I guess, if you count the first two. And it has like 30 comments on it. And you guys, my social media did not start this way. It got to be this way because I have shown up every single day for the last 3.5 years. And I'm going to get into how much should I post? What should I say? Things like that. Don't worry. So what I said in here is I took an entire week off from working out because when your thyroid's off, it can sometimes feel like your body is in overdrive. In my particular case, I've got some imbalances going on with my thyroid and hormones. They're all connected. That no matter how hard I work, my body is not able to turn what I do into results, but rather stresses out my adrenals. It's hard to explain unless you're going through it. And in that case, you hear me loud and clear. It sucks. It's not fair. It came out of nowhere for me. And I'm actually thinking it happened after I finished breastfeeding Jax. I got my thyroid checked twice. I got a hormone panel twice. No answers. Time went by and I still didn't feel right. So I pressed on. Be your own advocate. If something doesn't feel right, keep searching for answers. You know your body more than anyone else, and maybe something doesn't show up on one test but will on another. Find a doctor you trust that will fight for you and not settle until you feel right. Today, I'm back at the gym, taking it easy for now because I do feel better when I'm active, but I need to take a chill pill and not give it my all every day anymore. But I'll be back soon enough. So the reason I chose to share this is, one, I'm at the gym, okay? So it's promoting fitness and health and moving and taking care of yourself. But I'm also connecting to people on a deeper level. So does that mean that if you have a thyroid issue, you need to air that not dirty laundry, but do you have to tell the world everything about you? Absolutely not. When I first signed up to be a coach, I actually wanted to know how to make my social media so private that no one would ever see a photo of my kid. As time evolved, I realized my kids are a huge part of my story. My thyroid right now is a huge part of my story. By me sharing this, I'm able to connect with people on a deeper level than fitness, on a deeper level than nutrition. They get to know me a little bit more beyond the active mom. They get to see where I struggle. They get to see how I feel. So that's why I chose to share this particular post, because I'm sharing more to my life than just that I worked out this morning. I could have easily said, back at the gym, feels good. I wouldn't have gotten near the amount of traction or conversation started that I did because I went into a little bit more depth. All right, next. So are you being consistent? I love this example of, I don't know where I heard this. I think it was at my first Diamond retreat. But they said, there are other coaches and other diets and other fads and other things on social media. When people watch you and they start to like your content and they look for your content and they look forward to it, they're going to look for it each day. So what if you're the type of coach that does really well for a week and then you go MIA for 2? And then you're like, I should get back in it and I should start posting again. This is where this example comes in. If you go to the newsstand every single day and you grab your favorite People magazine every day for 3 months straight, and one day you go in and it's not there and you're like, what the heck? What am I going to do without the Sexiest Man Alive edition? And then you go back the next day and it's not there again. And the next day it's not there again. You may not buy another magazine at that point, but in a week when that magazine still isn't in stock and still not showing up in your newsstand, you're going to grab Us Weekly. Meaning, if you're not consistent, they're going to go with a different coach that is consistent. And that's where I do not want you to make that mistake. Be consistent. So how much should you post? This will change, but I truly believe right now, if you're showing up at least one time on social media, you're doing a good job. Whether that means Facebook for you, Instagram, whatever it is, if you're showing up with one post per day, I think that is plenty. You can do up to 3, that's fine. I would not do more than that personally. Instagram stories are hot right now, and they're a very easy way to show up in addition to your one post. I like to tell my team, try to post 2 times per day on social media, so 2 posts, and then 10 Instagram stories. If you're new to Instagram stories or you've never done them before, press the brakes. Don't take that so literal, and just give yourself a goal of doing 1 story per day until you get more used to that, that way of social media. You're not going to have to be everywhere all the time. And if you're someone who gets easily overwhelmed, I want you to just focus on what you feel comfortable with right now and be proud of that, okay? So take what I'm telling you with a grain of salt. And as you feel more comfortable, challenge yourself a little bit to show up a little bit more and a little bit more. And then eventually you'll be doing this easy. Are you providing value? Okay, think about the influencers you may follow online. So for me, I think of Joanna Gaines, and I think of these bloggers that I really enjoy following. And then I ask myself, why am I following this person? What do I like about them? Chances are every time, 9 times out of 10, I'm they're consistent. I know they're going to show up every single day with something new online. Maybe they share recipes and I really look forward to them, and I like to screenshot them so I can save them for the weekend. Maybe they have really good interior decorating tips and I just really like that. So think about that. Think about why you like following certain people, and think about what type of value they provide that keeps you coming back for more. You are now an online influencer. Whether you like it or not, you are. What are you going to provide people that is going to make them want to come back for more? Think about that. Are you being positive? This is huge. No one wants to work with a Debbie Downer. Nobody. Okay. Social media has changed the world. What will your online footprint reflect about you? Are you that fun, energetic woman that people want to be around? Are you sharing about coaching and what it's done for you, for your family, etc.? Be positive. I took some pictures. This literally took me 2 seconds, you guys, because my team is so amazing. I took pictures from my Canva, what I used to make this presentation. And these are pictures I already had uploaded. And I'm like, look at this. Your vibe attracts your tribe. If you are putting out these fun, spunky, energetic, like positive posts, you're going to attract that type of person to work with you. If you are focusing on negative things, how much work sucks and all this negative stuff, you're going to attract that type of person. And chances are that type of person isn't going to ever want to change for the better. So think about that. Look at these pictures. Don't they just exude happiness and they radiate positivity? And it literally makes me want to be their friend, every single one of them. Here's some more. My team, they did a turkey trot. These are girls in my challenge group. This is when I was on vacation and we worked out on the beach. You have to think about what you're putting out there, because that is now a direct reflection of your brand. All right, this slide, you guys, I hope you have a sense of humor. This made me laugh when I was putting it together, but is it too much at one time? So I always think about, like, I don't even know, I heard this somewhere too, but if I, Teresa Schrader, who likes fashion, who likes, she's a mom, she's kind of a girly girl, she likes to travel. If one day, all of a sudden, I started posting on social media about like fixing cars and toolboxes and wrenches and like all this stuff, my following and my friends and family would be like, what is she up to? Like, what is she doing? Has she lost her mind? Think about that, you guys. So sometimes I think like we get really excited when we sign up to be a coach, and sometimes it's too much at one time, or it's too much Beachbody all the time. And you need to remember who you are other than a coach and share that. So I use this funny picture of Will Ferrell, his Facebook post on Friday. Then he signs up to be a coach on Saturday. And then on his Facebook post Saturday, he's posting like the excitement of Richard Simmons with all the Beachbody jargon, asking people to join him. So take this lightly. I'm trying to be funny. But are you just blasting Facebook really hard out of the gates and scaring people off? And this is what I was afraid of when I first started coaching, is I don't want people to run away from me when they see me in the grocery store. That was a legit fear of mine. I'm like, I don't want to be that person who's just selling shakes online. Like, I refuse. But to me, I saw so much more than that. And so I posted about more than that. To me, it was the community. It was the friendships. It was the Zooms. It was the training. It was the people I was surrounding myself with that I loved. And I made sure to share that in addition to liking the shake that I was drinking and working out. So keep that in mind. What posts do the best for you? Pay attention to that. So if you're posting recipes and those get a lot of traction, post more recipes. If you're posting about your kids and how you're incorporating a healthy lifestyle while still like having kids crawling around on you at home and those get a lot of traction for you, post more about that. If you post pictures of your dog licking you while you're doing a workout and people like that, post more of that. So you get what I'm saying. So for me right now, people are connecting with me more on my thyroid, and that's okay. And maybe that's not leading to a challenge group invite, but that's most certainly growing friendships and relationships I wouldn't have had without the platform I've been given. Okay, what are your 6 hats? Do you talk about all of them? Mine are mom, wife, full-time coach, my thyroid issues, prenatal and postpartum self-care, and healthy food. So those are just the things that I'm passionate about talking about within Beachbody and within my social media platforms. Think about yours and then post about those things. So when someone comments on your post, how do you turn it into an invite? Okay, so here is an example of a post I put up on my Instagram stories yesterday. And you guys, again, I love graphics. You may be totally horrible at them, and that's fine. So don't like see this and be like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. You totally can. There's things you can use to make graphics like this really easily. But anyway, so I put up this post about yo-yo dieting. And let's say I had somebody comment on it. I would say, hey, Cindy, how are you? I saw you commented on my emotional eating post. Thank you for doing that. I would love to chat more. I have a program opening up that is focused on helping women with emotional eating. I know I need this. I would love for you to do it with me. Simple, right? She's already commenting on my post. So that gave me open doors to reach out to her and invite her to join me. Now, I don't feel salesy or gross doing that because she showed interest. I don't feel salesy or gross doing that because I truly know I'm going to show up and I am going to help her. When somebody likes your post, let's say you share a before and after photo. Hey, Christina, thanks so much for liking my transformation post. Your support means the world. It's people like you that keep me sharing my story. How have you been? Okay, not every conversation you start has to end with an invite. And if that's something that makes you nervous, I would highly encourage you to just form more relationships, connect with more people. The invite confidence will come, but I just encourage you to start more conversations. Or if you're someone who's like, I'm going in for the invite, and you should be that person, but I understand it doesn't come that easily for everybody right away. I would say the same thing, but at the end, I would say, I have a challenge group starting in 2 weeks. I'd love if you join me. Let me know. No pressure. That takes the pressure off of them, but it also says enough that you noticed that they noticed you and showed you support, and you're inviting them to join you. Just in case they're on the fence, that invite will make them join. Okay, so this is the last post, you guys. We have an incredible community. We have real friendships. We have a total solution. Be proud of what you're inviting to and know that it takes time. Most people are going to give up on themselves before they develop that belief. Please be proud of what we do. Get your own results and share your journey along the way. The good, the bad, the ugly. Dive into personal development. If you make a decision because of this community during the day, share that. If you choose something better at lunch because of Beachbody, share that. Show people what's possible. Start real connections and don't send a message to somebody you yourself would not want to receive. All right, guys, I hope this helped, and I cannot wait to see where you go with this. You're going to do amazing, and I'm so happy that I get to watch you. All right, guys, talk to you soon.